UFC 292, Sterling versus O'Malley, gonna be taking place
let's
in Boston, Massachusetts.
rate the poster real quick.
Let's do it. I like it.
Boston.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like this poster.
I
They did okay.
like it.
Yeah, I'll give it an 8.
I'll give it a 9.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm gonna give it a 9. I like it.
Yeah, I think it's like a 7, and that's basically a 10 for me. But the card itself was nearly doomed, but we have 11 bouts because it was down to 10. It was kind of looking snake.
I see 12.
Okay, on Tapology showing 11, so of course I'm looking at Tapology. And
well, we got the tough finals and then all the other shit. So,
but we could do a quick. Well, yeah, we could do the main card. It's 12 fights. So the prelims, there's some interesting bouts. I like the Gerald Mearshart Petrosky fight.
Mearshart, yep.
I think
tough finals is going to be
Marlon Chito Vera. That's on the main, but let's see for the prelims. Yeah, Chris Weidman.
Let's start with Weidman and Pred Tavares. We're seeing Chris Weidman come back 2 years from having one of the most nasty, gruesome injuries you'll ever see, and
we watched that on Fight Companion together,
I think
too.
just him making the trek back is amazing, and it's something that he wants to prove to himself. And shit, man, Sarah Long was making that trip out there, with Aljo. So it's kind of right that him and Aljo fight on the same card. But Brad Tavares got plenty of decisions on his resume. Weidman's path to victory is to wrestle him, right, Rudy? Like, I'm sure it's somewhat close odds. I don't know if Chris is the favorite, but I'm gonna pick Chris Weidman in the fight, though.
Me too.
The favorite in this fight is going to be Brad Tavares. He's a -270 favorite, plus 220 underdog for Chris Weidman. I mean, coming in after what he's been through, and after two and a half years, I think a lot of people are seeing how active Brad Tavares has been, and he's not only been active, he's been winning. So I don't know, man. This is going to be a tough test for Weidman. I just can't see somebody as old as him coming off that injury with that time off, coming in to beat somebody like Brad Tavares. I mean, the only way he wins, like you said, is just wrestling.
But decision,
yeah. I mean, that's strong possibility. This is a fight. I don't know, man. I don't like these odds. It's, but whatever. It is what it is, man. This is a scary match. I'm going Brad Tavares though. Decision.
You guys, Mark, you got Weidman?
I got Weidman, and I think I don't think he's gonna go for that big leg kick that he's been talking about. He's been talking about throwing the hardest leg kick ever. As soon as he gets in there, and I don't think he's gonna do it. I think he's gonna hesitate. I really don't think he's gonna throw it.
No.
It's kind of there, I think. Yeah, because Tavares does throw some heavy leg kicks, but he doesn't really knock people out, and that's why I think the fight kind of can go Chris's way if he's able to implement the wrestling and do damage. Because for some reason, that's the way Weidman does things. Like, he's a superior wrestler for sure. So if he takes him down, I think he could do damage, man. Like, I don't know if he could put him out of there, but it would be really cool to see Chris come back and get like an impressive stoppage win. You know what I mean? Via the wrestling, I think the fight goes everywhere too. I think they'll be striking.
Submission.
Yeah. But I guess it's still on the prelims, the premier fight, but it could be bumped to the main card. I don't know. We shall see come tomorrow morning with the scale and then on to fight day on Saturday. But the main card kicking off 135 action, Marlon Chito Vera taking on Pedro, the young Punisher Munoz. One of my favorite guys. I've been following Pedro's career since RFA. If you know what RFA is, you're a real fight fan.
Yep.
So the odds on this one got to be in favor of Chito Vera, but like Chito, man, he goes in there and he goes for the kill. He's got that he's got that gusto where he goes out there and tries to finish you. Pedro Munoz has been known to have a chin of iron, one of the better chins you'll see in the division in the UFC. And I don't know, man. I think Pedro will be able to mix it up, and it'll be a close fight, man. I don't know if Marlon lands something big, it's going to have to be a devastating shot to put Munoz out. You know what I mean? Otherwise, it's a grinder of a matchup, right?
Yeah. I'm going for Marlon Chito Vera, man. He lost his last fight against Sam, but that was by split decision, so it could have gone either way. And before that, he was on a 4-fight or a 5-fight win streak. I can't remember what streak he was on, but I don't know, man. I like Marlon Chito Vera. Pedro Munoz, of course, of RFA. But I'm going for Marlon Vera, man.
Yeah, no, I'm going to pick Vera, close decision win, but Munoz is going to make it a dogfight.
Mm-hmm. Rudy, what's the odds, man?
The odds on this one, they opened up on Marlon Vera at a minus 198 favorite, plus 164 underdog for Munoz. Right now, it's kind of spread out a little more. Minus 200 favorite for Vera. Munoz is a plus 168 underdog. I don't know, man. The last fight Marlon had against Corey Sandhagen, Corey Sandhagen kind of exposed him, man, and I think that was like the start of Corey Sandhagen's use of wrestling,
right?
Yeah, man, that's the first time I ever saw him like really lay on the wrestling, and then this last outing, that's all he fucking did for the main event.
Given the injury,
yeah. So I mean, if anybody could get this done, Pedro Munoz, he's got the skills to just take this dude down and repeatedly do that. And if he wins this, it's going to be by a decision. I don't think he does. I think Marlon just has too many tools in the shed to give up a win like that. I think Marlon will probably finish this cat, second, third round finish.
Yeah, there's a lot on the line too with what happened with Sandhagen injured. So this is give or take a number one contender fight because O'Malley's calling for he wins the title, he wants the Marlon fight, and I like that. But it's like the cards fell in the way of Munoz Vera is a number one contender fight. Let's look at it that way. So
yeah.
But moving on, the main card, we're supposed to see Cody Garbrandt was supposed to fight Mario Bautista. Mario Bautista has been an absolute killer, and I think he would have folded Garbrandt in one round. But
he would.
He's got Damon Blackshear, who's coming off a twister submission, back-to-back. He's got the shortest time in between fights.
Him and Lupe Godinez coming back. Less than 7 days, short notice to come back and fight. That's crazy, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the odds got to be in some favor of Bautista. He's
a moderate favorite, minus 245 favorite, plus 185 underdog for Blackshear. And it looks like it's pretty much the same thing right now.
Awesome.
That's some money to be made maybe on Blackshear, but I like Mario Bautista. The guy's been a killer. First round finishes. I have a feeling this fight ends in one round on either side, but I'm going to pick Bautista.
Me too, man. I'm picking Mario Bautista.
Man. But Blackshear is definitely, a potential underdog pick
on
a bet slip because I don't know, man. I saw Mario today and he looked real sunken in, man. It looked like that weight cut's really affecting him. And Blackshear looked fresh, bro.
He did.
Somebody just fought last week and had to do the weight cut. This guy looks ready to go, man. So,
it could bode well for him too.
I bet you it's a lot easier when you make that weight cut and then you fight and then make another weight cut because you're already at the fight weight.
I think this guy's just walks around at that weight.
It could be. Yeah, you're right.
A lot of weight, man.
You're right.
Yeah, because Damon Blackshear, previously was training at Jackson Wink and kind of on somewhat of a slide. So now his new coaching, everything he's got going on, this may bode well for him to just stay active. He can go in there, get a big win against Bautista because Mario kind of earned the slot to fight Cody. Given Cody's been knocked out 5 times in a row, that would be a good win for Bautista, and I think he would have murdered Cody. But this is a great fight. I like the placement on the card, deserving of a main card for Damon Blackshear to showcase them skills, man. So scared to bet on that one, though. I don't want to touch that one, Rudy. So that's a scary one. But even more scarier, as usual, the next fight, Neil Magny. If you see him in a casino, leave the casino immediately because you're going to lose all your money. And this is the parlay breaker of the night. Ian Machado Gary against Neil Magny, who fucking hate each other, right? Apparently.
They despise each other,
man.
bro.
After seeing Ian Machado Gary the past couple of days, I'm kind of starting to hate him. I don't know, dude. He's just trying to take on this Connor persona, and it's really shitty, bro. It's really shitty. I don't know if he thinks it's cute or if people like it. Maybe some people do, but I don't know, man. It just seems real tacky and classless, and it seems like you're trying to rip somebody off, and it's failing on every end, bro. Like, I liked Ian when he was just humble, and he would do what he was telling Neil to do today. He'd shut the fuck up. Like, just shut up, bro. Just shut up. You were better when there was kind of a mystique around you. Kind of like Mystic Mac. He was cool when he had a mystique about him, and then you started opening your fucking mouth.
And then he does the Conor McGregor walk in the cage. He does all of this shit. Just why? Be your own person, man.
Be you.
Be your own person.
And then you come in and you disrespect a veteran of the game, and you talk.
Right?
I know it's a fight game, and I know you're supposed to hype this shit up, but I don't know, man. It doesn't seem natural for that guy,
No, so it doesn't.
It's a put off. It's very off-putting to me, and I think a lot of other people that see right through it. And Neil, it really pissed this dude off, bro. Neil was like, "What the fuck? You say anything about my kid one more time, bro? One more time." And I was hoping one of the people asking question would have been like, "Hey, so Ian, do you have anything to say about Neil's son again?" Just to start some shit. But I'm looking forward to this fight. Just seeing how much these guys like. Neil genuinely hates this guy. I think Ian is just doing it for show, and he's probably going to say that at the end. Oh, I was just joking around. I was part of the show. I'm hyping it up. But
wait till you catch hands of Neil Magny, and then we'll see if that was part of the show.
I was putting my money on Ian Machado Gary minus 500 favorite, plus 380 underdog for Neil Magny. I'm going with Neil Magny. I want to see him make me some money and shut this dude up.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the thing though too. Neil Magny, he's a gifter, complete gifter of all gifters. So, but I can see a scenario play out where he catches Machado on like a standing guillotine, you know what I mean, or something crazy with the long limbs and like.
He's a wily guy, bro. I mean, this is not some dude you want to fuck with.
But I can easily see Machado Gary on the other side just staying at range and picking him apart, and just demolishing Magny too. I could easily see that happening. My pick will be Ian Gary. Yeah, it's a crazy fight, man. He's trying to take that number. He's trying to crack that top 10. And Neil, the gatekeeper, Magny, he's going to break your parlay. The parlay breaker.
Yeah, I mean, in reality, Ian Machado Gary more than likely is going to win this fight. So it's a risky bet, but it's a bet that may pay off. Neil Magny, yeah, this is not a guy that you ever want to bet against. It sucks, dude.
He's not a guy you want to bet against or bet on.
Yeah, this is one of those fights where I don't know, man. It's a risk.
Everybody's parlay will be in place until this fight. I guarantee it. Yeah, this is the parlay breaker. That's the new part. When we break down these cards, there's a parlay breaker. This is the fight. Calling it right now.
JP Pettis says that Neil's been hanging out too much with Jake Paul.
Hey, I can't pick a Neil Magny fight correct. It's not happening. It's not happening this week too. I'm picking Gary. So, like I said, the scenario.
I gotta go with Neil Magny, bro. I have to.
So it's 2-2 then.
Yeah.
There you go.
Next up,
UFC Strawweight Championship. Weili Zhang making their return against Amanda Lemos, who earned her shot. Zhang's got to fight somebody, and Lemos is a sleeper. He could go out there and just shock the fucking world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she can, dude.
I mean, Zhang has got like a whole country behind her. She's the top of the world. You know what I mean? Top of the food chain. Impressive stuff. Her resume already speaks for itself, and she does damage, man. It looks better every time out there. But Amanda Lemos, there's something about her where it could just be that Alexa Grasso upset. You know what I mean? Type deal here.
Bro, I feel if Amanda comes in on point with her weigh-ins and doesn't look sunk in or whatever and just looks fresh, and if she's got that look in her eyes coming into the cage like we've been noticing with a lot of these fighters, bro, I think Amanda's going to be the next. Yeah, I think Amanda's going to be the next champ. Now, we have Zhang, on the other hand, who is just a fucking beast of a warrior. Could finish Amanda in the second, third round. But man, as much as the way Zhang is, I'm gonna go for Amanda, bro. I'm picking her, and I think we're gonna see a new champ.
Was it minus 600 favorite? Zhang, Rudy, right?
No, let's see.
600.
No, Wiley Zhang is minus 325 favorite, plus 255 underdog. I mean, I respect those odds.
Yeah.
Amanda Lemos she's no slouch, man. Definitely no slouch. This is going to be a good fight. I think it's probably going to go to decision. My money, and if it goes to decision, my money's on Wiley Zhang. I think she's got the tools to get it done. But if Lemos wins, it's going to be by some fucked up knockout, man. This chick can bang, bro.
Yeah, dude.
This chick can bang, and I don't know, man. I've been watching the build up to the event, and both of these women look like they've been training their asses off. So this is going to be an exciting fight, a really exciting fight. I'm stoked to watch this one.
Yeah, Lemos' path to victory is just she's got to pick her shots, and they got to be shots that are going to end the fight. You know what I mean? On the feet, club and sub. I could see it happening. She's a very big underdog. It would be one of the bigger upsets, you know what I mean, in the UFC in a while. Well, Alexia Grasso, like I said, scenario where nobody gave her a chance. And pretty sure the odds are just super heavy on Weili and the money's on her. I can't pick against Weili Zhang. Finish.
Don't blink. That's all I gotta say is don't blink, folks. Because you will miss something.
Well, the main event, UFC Bantamweight champion, GOAT, Aljamain Sterling, against Sean O'Malley, the People's Warrior, right?
Bro, I can't pick against Aljamain Sterling, man. I just can't. As much as a lot of people are hyped up on Sean O'Malley and they're on his train and everything that Sean can bring into this fight. I mean, he's a very skilled fighter. He's a crafty fighter, but I don't know, man. I have to see this fight in order for me to like Sean O'Malley. Because right now I'm leaning towards a lot against to go for with Aljamain Sterling winning. He's going to defend that belt, but it's one of those. It's one of those fights, man.
Yeah, it's a fight that they pretty much pushed on Aljo to take. They had to go into negotiations to make sure it worked pay-wise, to make it happen. Basically the UFC wants O'Malley to win the belt, but unfortunately this is his toughest test. It's the toughest fight of his career for sure. I mean, it's crazy that he's never been in a 5-round fight. I don't think he's ever main evented a card, and here he is fighting the bantamweight GOAT, and he got a shot. You know what I mean? He can go in there and lightning strikes, you know what I mean? And he wins the belt, and he's Conor McGregor, right? That's the storyline that everybody wants to see play out. I don't think it happens. I think Aljo, as crazy as his style is, he does leave openings. I think, Coach Longo, Sarah Longo, and like everybody there, their last fight with Henry, I don't think Aljo, well, there will be heavy grappling from Aljo. I think he dominates there for sure. But Aljo's a crazy wild man. He just goes in there, brings the fighter that he is, and you got to deal with it. And I don't think Sean O'Malley fought anybody like Aljamain Sterling. So, but yeah, just the record that Aljo holds, O'Malley's got like the significant strike record at the weight class, and like it's crazy the stats on both sides. And here they are fighting, at the highest level, at the biggest stage. But man, Aljo's a dog, man. You got to take him out. And if O'Malley does it, he may in fact be able to pull him in. He's very good off his back foot, and he may just catch him with a shot. It could happen, but I think Aljo dominates him.
Yeah, it's highly unlikely. Sean O'Malley's coming in as a underdog, plus 202 underdog. Aljamain Sterling, minus 250 favorite. I mean, Aljamain just cleared out the division, and this is going to be another notch on his belt. He's gonna ragdoll this kid, bro. I know Sean hasn't fought a wrestler like him somebody as powerful as him, someone as big as him. But like you said, he stands a chance. He stands a puncher's chance. I won't be mad if he wins. If he wins, it's going to be by like some crazy fucking finish, and it's well deserved. I mean, if you could get that win, that's a huge feather in your cap. And I mean, you're just going to bank even more. You could buy another pink Lambo, which I think is badass. His car, his ride, fucking dope, dude. But people have been talking about Aljo just ragdolling this dude, and O'Malley possibly winning by some crazy knockoff KO. But hear me out. What if Aljo knocks this motherfucker out?
Oh, dude, that would be fucking amazing.
Yeah. He's gonna hurt him on the feet. I see Aljo doing it. He's gonna hurt him on the feet.
Jay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'll just say the way Aljo just like is a wild man in there. Like I said, he's very calculated too, though. But when you fight the style that he does, you have to be in incredible shape, which he is. And I don't know if Sean and his camp are banking on like Aljo missing weight. Like he has no track record of like ever missing weight. No. But like they all of course have to meet the scale. But we've seen Aljo get hit with the knee with Marlon Moraes, years ago. We've seen him get defeated. Since then, he became the bantamweight GOAT. So O'Malley gets the opportunity to fight the GOAT, and man, I don't think it's necessarily the game over if he gets taken down right away. No. He could, in fact, just take some shots early, first round. He gets up and he fucking sparks Aljamain Sterling out. There's a shot that happens. I'm throwing it out there. But when Aljo takes your back and takes you down, he's an animal, man. So I don't know. Mm-hmm. O'Malley's had a year and a half off to improve on the wrestling. We'll see if he's improved, and Aljo will test that immediately.
Yeah, Aljamain, bro, and still.
Yeah, and it's kind of like the way this fight is too. It's kind of like Rudy even talked about it. Like, Merab, like he's basically jumping up a weight class. There's not really any other like big fights, big contenders. He's cleared out the fucking division, so he could drop the belt. Merab could fight Chito Vera or whoever, or maybe fight Sean O'Malley, the vacant belt. And Aljo moves up to do.
Yeah, that was funny. They asked Chito, how do you feel about Sean O'Malley saying that you'll be the first person he'll fight if you win, if both of you win? He's like, fuck that guy.
Yeah, I mean, no knock to O'Malley's skills. He has, KO'd. I mean, all of his opponents that he's fought, none of them are left in the UFC. That's crazy. Yeah. And like,
I like O'Malley, bro. I'm not gonna shit on the kid. He's definitely got skills, but I mean, there's levels to this.
I was just gonna say there's levels to this game, man, and Aljamain is way up there.
Yeah, I got to go with our boy, Team Sarah Longo. Shout out to Coach Longo and the boys, Chris Weidman and them. Hopefully they both get wins. And for sure, man, this is Aljo's legacy has already been proven. And this is just another notch and stopping the O'Malley hype train, man. So I see it happening.
Hell yeah. Right on, guys. That's it for our show, man. We had a badass show. I know we went over, but that's okay. It's expected when we have guests on our show because they have a party with us. So shout out to DDP. Thanks for jumping on, man. I will reach out to you and send you some Fightbook MMA boxing gloves so you can auction that shit out and break it in. Thanks everybody that's watching and or listening. JP Perez, thank you for hanging out with us and commenting, and you get that shout out from your boy Dorian. So that's pretty cool of him to do that. And other than that, David, you know what to do, bro.
Yes, indeed. Another good one in the books. Shout out to Dorian for making the time and having a party with us. We'll have to definitely do it again. So feels good to be back. Episode number 185, approaching that 200 number, boys. So we're steadily approaching. Maybe by the new year, somewhere around there. Right? So, but for all the latest combat sports news around the world, around the clock, go to FightbookMMA.com. Wherever you get your podcasts, look us up. Fightbook MMA, sitting ringside. Like, subscribe, share, hit us up. We are sitting ringside every Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern. We are out until next week. enjoy the fights. History will be made.